What a good song. Good damn. For those of you who are asking, that is the Lament of Orpheus. It's from Hades. It's real good. It's a good song. Good ass song. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Saturday Morning Dooger, everybody. I hope that you're all having an amazing day so far. And I hope that I don't ruin it somehow. I might. I don't know. You might show up here and then be like, wow, this was a mistake. How are you guys doing? Hello. We're going to be doing a longer Saturday stream than usual. It's going to be about 6 hours because I'm leaving tomorrow to go and get my visa. So, number one, yay! And number two, it means that I won't be able to stream for a couple of days. So thank you. Thank you very much. I was messing around with, full disclosure, the back, it's not curled. The whole back is not curled at all. But I was messing around with a curling iron that Sam got me. Can't see the back anyway. Exactly. See, I was like, man, I should really get the back done in case I like stand up and have to go do something. Yeah. Party in the front, business in the back, or whatever. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I'll figure out how to do the rest. The part that I can't see without burning myself. I'll figure that out later. The chair looks comfy. Thank you. I'm like starting to suspect that it is the reason that I keep getting shocked by things, because it is like very soft. But is it worth getting shocked all the time? Don't know. I don't know. Get Sam to do it? I should. I can't do the back of my hair either. The lady that I call my hair mom, who did my hair my entire life growing up, my hair mom, I watched her curl her own hair one time, and I was just like, it's witchcraft. I don't get it. She literally didn't like turn around or anything. It was just like, and it looked perfect. Insane. But again, she was a hair mom, and that's like pretty much all that she did was hair. So so what can you do? I have a grounding strap attached to my chair. What is that? A grounding strap. Hold on. Grounding strap. For chair? Anti-static strap. Oh, interesting. I've never seen one of these before. I've never seen this before. Huh. It's for people, but I have it attached to my chair. I have to use this for work. Was Sam using that chair? No. No. He was using the gray one when he was getting shocked. IT person here. That's why I have one. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, maybe I'll get something like that. I don't know. It's to not get shocked. That's about it. I mean, understandable. Oh, I gotta love a messed up stream or sleep schedule. It means I can watch Saturday Morning Dooger from Australia. Well, what's up? I'm sorry that you're not sleeping well, but I'm delighted that you're here. So, if I happen to help you go to sleep, then it's all money. It's all hot dollars. I've played the demo of World of Horror, and I'm waiting on actually playing World of Horror because people have said that it's buggy, like nothing game breaking, but just lots of little bugs. So it's in early access, so I figured I would just wait, even though, you know. Hi, Jessup. How are you, dude? I was just talking about World of Horror. You played that with Kristen, right? Yeah, I did the demo. I just wanted to wait until it was less buggy to play it now, but Jesse, why are you awake? I mean, I miss you too, Jessup. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least from what was conveyed through the demo, I really liked the concept and the like mechanics of it, so I'm excited. It's perfect. Sam was like, "Is there anything I can do for you before you start streaming?" Because he woke up really late, and I was like, "Here's lunch. I'm putting the baby to bed. I'm gonna go stream." He was like, "Can I do anything? Can I help you with anything?" And I was like, "I was gonna make myself a coffee." So as he's walking down the stairs, he's like, "Well, I'll do my best. It tastes great." He made it sound like he was gonna ruin it. Tastes great. I'm in Boston. It's 8 a.m. I'm waiting for Alex, Gerard, and Davis to take fucking showers so that I can eat breakfast. Ditch them. Ditch them. Have some you time, Jessup. Oh my god. I'm not allowed to leave my apartment for the rest of the day until they figure out whether or not the couple above me have coronavirus. Jesus Christ. Well, I hope they don't. I know. Sam's a sweet boy. That's why I married him. It's not the only reason I married him, but it was a big part of it. In 2 months, I graduate high school. I want to thank you in chat for all the entertainment over the years. Congrats! That's very exciting. I know you said you're using a French press for your coffee lately. I seem to never get it to taste as good as at the cafe. What's the trick? If you're using like store-bought ground coffee, it'll be a finer grind than what you want to use in a French press. So that could be part of it. If it feels like it's not strong enough, try just adding more coffee. Let it steep for longer. Yeah, so the other thing that I have been told multiple times, and I do it now, and I don't know if it makes a difference or not, is to stir it with wood. I don't know why. So, I've been told that you put the coffee in. Most of coffee, right? Like a decent amount of the coffee that you're drinking is the quality of water you put in as well. So if you're using water that tastes kind of shitty on its own, it will affect how the coffee tastes. So keep that in mind as well. So a lot of people will insist that like if you're making a French press, you want to use like nice filtered water, or water that just tastes nice to you. And so it would be coffee that is ground a little bit coarser than coffee that you would buy pre-ground, and then some kind of a filtered water, and then stir it before you put the plunger in. Stir it for like 30 to 60 seconds with wood. I don't know if that matters. With wood. And then put the plunger in, and I normally leave it for like 5 minutes. I don't know if that helps, but yeah. You need that good wood taste. Well, a lot of, you hear chefs talk about that a lot, right? You can get plastic and silicone cooking utensils, and a lot of chefs will say, no. Do it, like, cook things with wood or with metal, because you don't want your food to taste like plastic, ? I don't know that I've ever eaten something I've made with a plastic spatula and been like, wow, that plastic really comes out in these eggs, right? But you hear people say that all the time, so I have no idea. Water does have a taste. Minerals affect the flavor. If you want to try different waters on the cheap, drink a cup of tap water and then get a free glass of water at Starbucks. They triple filter the water. The difference is wild. That is true. That is true. Water does taste different. Oh my God. If you were to come to my family farm in Oregon, the first time Sam drank our tap water, he was like, we're all used to it. We'll all drink the tap water and it's like no big at all, right? But it is heavy mineral water. It has a taste. There is a flavor from it. So yeah. Are you a member of the induction fan club now? So one thing I will say about having an induction oven that's been amazing is that we got Clark a stool, like a toddler stool with like a bar in the back so she can't fall. We got her a stool to stand at the counter because the second that we're in the kitchen, she wants to know what we're doing. So we got her a step stool thing, and she's obsessed with it, and she loves it, and she's figured out how to get in and out by herself, and she's just in and out all the time. It's very convenient because induction stoves themselves do not get hot, so they're very kid-friendly, right? It's like a magnetic vibration that causes the things on top of it to get hot, but the stove itself only gets hot from the thing that is hot on it. Does that make sense? So like if I have something on the far right side heating up, I know that if she were to accidentally like touch part of the stove other than that exact spot, she's fine. So it is kid friendly, which is nice. What was the problem with your guys' internet yesterday? Apparently Windows. Windows was the problem. Sam was on the phone with a BT tech person, and they were like, you're not going to want to hear this. This is an issue that happens sometimes with Windows 10. It's actually not our fault. Believe it or not, it's actually not our fault. So here's a workaround that's going to sound really stupid, but it should work. It's so silly. This is the silliest shit in the world. I'm getting Dutch Bros. It was weird. I used to get Dutch Bros all the time. Is Dutch Bros only in Oregon? I'm not sure. I used to get Dutch Bros all the time when I was in college, in university. And when I went to stay with my sister, at one point my sister was like, do you want to get Dutch? And I was like, oh, I haven't had Dutch in 10 years, like forever. And so we went and got Dutch Brothers. And I don't know what it was, but I was sitting there drinking it going, it's all right. It's okay. It might have been what I got. I don't remember what I used to get there is the other problem. I don't remember what I used to drink there, but I remember that it was maybe it was their mochas. Their mochas are like really sweet, aren't they? Dutch Bros it's a drive-through coffee place. It's a chain that's apparently in other states now, so that's great. In Oregon, there are drive-through coffee like huts everywhere. So a lot of times there will be a store with a huge parking lot, and then the parking lot will also have some kind of like literally like a little shack on it that is a drive-through coffee thing. When I moved to Los Angeles, I found it extremely bizarre that those didn't exist. Those aren't in Los Angeles at all. They're everywhere in Oregon. So Dutch Bros is like more of a built-up version of it. But like in my hometown, we have a little one. It's literally like there's a small town. There's a tractor repair place. And then there's a little gas station attached to the tractor repair place. And then off to the side in that same lot is literally a shack. And that is the most poppin' coffee place in my town. Drive-through only coffee places is weird. I guess if you're in a place where it rains a lot, it's so nice, man. You're like, I would love to get a coffee, but God knows I don't want to have to get out of this car more than I already am going to. But yeah. Lack of options to be poppin'. Well, we've got like a Starbucks and stuff now. It's still not the hotness. People like what they like. It's like they keep trying to put new hair salons and shit in that town. Nope. Everybody's still going to the exact same people. Small town shit, right? Everybody wants to try the new thing, but they usually wind up just going back to the other thing. It wasn't until the last 2 years that some of the Starbucks in Los Angeles were turning into drive-through places. This soundproofing. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. We have to put it up. Here's the thing. I don't think so much me. I'm not saying I'm not a loud bitch, because I am. But Sam is the one who works in the middle of the night. And I just keep fast forwarding in my mind to when my parents are staying with us and just hearing Sam scream at people as a dog in GTA. Like, I can't. We have to figure it out. We have to figure out how to fix this. So, yeah. Rex is a good boy. He is. He is. He's a sweet boy that bites people. I remember when he woke you up with JP. It's funny because now, like, I honestly don't give a shit if he wakes me up. But if he wakes me up, my first thought is, fuck, I hope he didn't wake Clark up. But Clark has literally her entire life been sleeping through that sound, right? It's probably, she has probably gotten to the point where she needs to be hearing Sam in order to fall asleep. Is it loud enough for the neighbors? Our neighbors have not complained. We aren't stacked on top of each other. We're like outside of a town, or outside of a village. So our closest neighbor is not right next to us. We get each other's mail sometimes. They have never come over and been like, hey, that's my box. Also, by the way, your husband is fucking loud. Like, that's never happened, so fingers crossed. Zebdi, thank you so much for the biddies. My wife and I had our first baby. We named her Brooklyn. Thanks so much for all of your advice and stories with Clark. We both know it's going to help us so much. I'm so happy for you. Oh, my name isn't Brooklyn, but I'm still going to feel like kinship with your child. Congrats. That's so exciting. Thank you very much. How's the car search going in the UK? That's all Sam. That's all Sam's business. I've told him I don't care. I was the primary driver in Los Angeles. And by primary driver, I mean I was the only driver in our house in Los Angeles. And Sam, when we moved, Sam was like, I know. I'm gonna be making up for it. So, yeah, I've told him, like, I don't care as long as it's a family car and it's like the right price and it's comfortable for you, because I can fit in literally any car. I don't give a shit. But if you are the one driving, it has to be a car that you feel comfy in. So just get whatever you want. I don't care. So. I can drive up to a certain point, and then I have to get a license, yeah. Sir Chunks has redeemed the post-show. What does the foxtails say? Got it. Ruby Nemo has redeemed a cheers, so we'll do that after I've caught up on these. Heronbug has redeemed a Valentine. My Valentine is for my wonderful boyf, who surprised me this morning by telling me he's pre-ordered me Animal Crossing Switch and accessories and will be taking me to pick them up on the release day. I'm incredibly lucky, not just for this, but for everything he does. Aww. That's very sweet. Coop redeemed a Valentine and said, in 2 months I graduate high school. That's right, we did read that. Thank you very much. And we got a couple dabs to do. Bam! For Lurker and bam! For Justinus. Thank you, guys. Ruby. Ruby Nemo. You want a cheers? You want a little cheers? All right. I'm down. I'm down. Guys, it's Saturday. It's the weekend. For some of you, it is an actual weekend, and for some of you, it's just another day doing the same dang old thing. But I'm delighted to have you here. I hope that we have a good stream together. Again, I'm going to be streaming longer than I normally do because I won't be streaming the next couple of days. We'll set up VODs to run and things like that. But in the meantime, should be fun. Should be a fun stream. And I hope you're all doing well. And that's it. 3, 2, 1, cheers. Beep. I don't know what it is about how this arm has been, but it feels like doing this is more awkward than this, but it's not. I'm technically working. Spicklebomb, thank you very much. 10 gift subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you were gifted a sub just now, be sure to say thank you to Spicklebomb. SZPIGELBAUM. If you're not sure, there will be a pop-up in your chat that's like, do you want to say thanks? And if you miss that, there will be a notification in the top right that'll tell you whether or not you were gifted a sub. So thank you so much. How long will you be in America this time? Everybody keeps messaging me. I've been getting lots of DMs and text messages from people like, don't go for very long. Sam almost died last time. So I'm literally flying there, picking up my visa, and turning around and flying back. So should be good. Should be good. I don't want him to go back to health jail. I don't want that for him. Oh, I'm 8 weeks away from finishing my master's. I remember watching Coffee Time in my room in high school. Blah. Back-to-back flights kill me. I sleep really well on planes, so I'm not worried about not sleeping. And I figure the jet lag part of it would hit harder if I was staying there a couple of days. But I'll literally be like landing in the evening in LA on Sunday. On Monday, I go in and grab my visa, and Monday night I'm on a plane. Like, I don't have time to be tired, right? Like, I just grab it, I get on another plane, and I pass the fuck out again. That's the plan. So, wish me luck. Tall gang coming in, sleeping on planes is rough. Absolutely. My husband's 6'4". I understand. Not like physically, but as a partner of a tall person. Yeah.
Welcome, you fine cat.
Chosen Sin, thank you so much for the 14 months. And Zen Monkey, happy 2 years. Thank you very much for the support. You must handle flying really well by now. When I went to Oregon, I was like, holy shit, I forgot what it's like to just fly by myself. Every flight I had taken since having Clark was with Clark, either as the three of us or just me and Clark, right? So it was my first flight by myself in a year and a half, and it was amazing. I was like, oh my God, I can sit back, watch a movie, read some fanfic, just fucking chill. This is amazing. And then, of course, I was trapped there for like 2 weeks. I was like, I take it back. It wasn't fun. I hate it. I wish I was back home with my family. Yeah, the flight back, I mostly slept through. I'm flying to Japan in March. Any tips for what to do on a 14-hour flight? A lot of the really long, like, over-the-ocean flights have tons of shit to watch now. Depending on, like, what airline you're using, most of them offer a bunch of stuff to watch. Either there will be a screen in the chair for you to watch stuff, or some of them now will say, like, you have to pay for Wi-Fi, but if you're using like your tablet or whatever to watch stuff, you can do that for free. So I can't remember which ones do that, but they'll be like, just log on with this and then say you just want to watch whatever we have available, and then you can use your tablet to watch things. So they do offer that. I would say I also try to make sure that I have lots of different charging options in case they don't have a USB plug. Just make sure that you have like a way to plug in. They normally have the plugs that work with any plug type. Normally that'll be on a long flight as well. If they don't have that, I'm super sorry. It's a lifesaver if you're just like, I just want to sit on my phone and play a game. Try to get, if you typically play games on your phone, try to get games that you can play offline. And have stuff to read if you like to read. Yeah, that's also true. They try to come through fairly often with like, do you want water? You're like, no. And then they'll walk away. And it feels like a split second later. They're like, do you want tea? Sure. VR headset and Beat Saber. Yeah, just play Beat Saber while you're on the plane. Yeah, Sam has had a lot of luck with his Switch. If you have some kind of a handheld game system, that helps a ton. So on his Switch, he would play like Kingdom. We put Grease on one of the Switches. Like there are tons of games available for the Switch that are just like totally story based or like not online at all. So apparently plain water is the worst. You shouldn't get tea or coffee. What do you mean the plain water is the worst? Yeah, I watched Ready or Not based on your rec. That movie really nailed the dark humor, didn't it? That movie is actually like what a sleeper hit. If any of you are looking for like a dark humor, like kind of horror comedy, watch Ready or Not. It's fantastic. I had not heard of it until I was on a plane and they offered that movie. It's amazing. Jimmy, what's up, dude? I think you were gone by the time I said it, but yesterday I totally missed that you had raided me. I'm really sorry. So I kept being like, oh, all these lovely people who've raided me tonight, and I kept not mentioning you, and then I realized when I was reading off the list that you had raided me as well. I felt so bad. So, guys, Jimmy the Brush is a lovely streamer, comes by all the time, super supportive. Please go throw them a follow. They have a new Babu. It's amazing. Good content. Snooper, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Katogangu. Fan, how are you? It's been so long since I caught a stream. I hope you're all doing okay. I'm doing great. How are you doing? How's that art life? Your hair looks good today. Thank you. I was messing around with a curling iron that Sam got me. I kept saying that I bought like a really, really cheap roller brush so that when my hair is wet, I can like try to get it to sort of curl under without putting heat on it. And my hair just kept getting tangled in it because I have Barbie hair. So the second that anything even like implies that maybe it should tangle, it does. So I was like, I really need to get a new roller brush, like a better one, and see if that works better for me. And so Sam and I were at Boots, and he was like, weren't you saying that you needed a different brush? And I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll get that. And then he was like, weren't you saying that you need a curling iron? I was like, yeah. What's your shirt? It is a shirt from a place that Jesse and I went to when we were doing Geekenders. I bought this shirt on a whim, and it's one of my favorite shirts. It was one of those situations where I like deliberated for a while, like, should I buy this shirt? I don't know. But I really like it. I think it's super cool. Black Gold Brooklyn. Like, I really like that shirt. It's a really cool shirt. But like, I'm probably never gonna come back here. Is it weird for me to buy this shirt? And then I bought it, and I love it. So, but yeah. Sorry, going backwards. So I'm just like trying to figure out how to get my hair curling in a way that makes sense. Busy with regular work. I haven't really drawn much. Taking a break this year from conventions to balance out, but we'll work on it soon. Thanks for asking. Yeah, of course. I'm glad that you're doing good. Oh, Milwaukee, do you mean because there's nothing in here? I do think that's one of the sound issues that we have, though. Speaking of like trying to soundproof these rooms, I think one of the problems is that there's just nothing in here. So we might try to just put stuff in the rooms. Hang a picture. Maybe I don't want to. This is soundproofing down here to put up on the walls, so there's that. Yeah. So if we get like a dampening pad to put on the ground and then put a rug over it, and then put other things in the room, put this stuff on the walls, I think it's going to make a big difference. I'm surprised you haven't been more urgent about putting your Bulmas up. Oh my god. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of my kid holding one of my Bulmas. Because I'm like taking one box at a time out of the garage from the stuff that we shipped over. And we got to the box with the Bulmas in it. And she literally, like, I had wrapped a bunch of them up in shirts. So she, like, walked over, pulled the lid off, grabbed the end of a shirt, and just yanked. And Bulmas just flew everywhere. I was like... So I let her walk around with one. They didn't break. None of them broke. No. Some of the arms that pop off anyway popped off, but none of them broke or anything. Yeah, she is helping. The wall, I don't know what it is. Because, like, when Sam and I are both streaming at the same time, so those of you who have watched us both, like, last night, say, for instance, right? We were both streaming. I don't think you could ever hear him. Right? Or vice versa. So this way, there isn't really an issue. It's this way. Stop. Come on. Come on. Come on. Find me. Hello. Hello. Goodness gracious. Big goofing ball. There we go. Yeah, so sound, like if we're downstairs in the living room and Clark has a meltdown, Sam, like, we have the door closed to the room we're in. Sam has the door closed and is on another floor, and he can hear her as though she's literally right outside the door. So the sound travels up and down really well, and by well I mean badly, right? Because we don't want it traveling that way. But like this way, there's no problem. It's really odd. The structure of your floors bouncing the sound. Doesn't it just mean that the floors don't have like the right amount of padding that we need in order to keep that from happening? Or I don't know. we're just trying to figure out, because we don't own this house. And so I keep being like, let's just rip up the carpet and put padding down. And Sam's like, we don't own the house. We're not fucking doing that. So trying to figure out what we can do that will be effective, but won't look awful, because for people like me, I always have my cam on, right? What can we do in these rooms that won't look awful, but will be effective in making it so that this floor that's supposed to be like the work floor isn't so abrasive towards the other floors. The floors tend to be rather open in English houses. If you lifted the boards up, it's probably massive space and you can fill it, which will insulate and block noise. But again, we don't own the house. I don't know. I think it's gonna be, for now, it's probably gonna be buying, like, even though it's carpeted, buying rugs and putting rugs down, and then putting like just stuff in the rooms to try and keep the noise from bouncing so much. So we'll see. Well, yeah, my argument was, stop it. What are you doing? Thank you. My argument was, if we do it right, he wouldn't know. Which I get is like not the best argument. It's like, well, we're pulling the carpet up, but we'd be putting it back. Right? Buying the house is the only solution. I mean, we would love to. Fingers crossed. To be fair, you'd be improving it. Also true. Yeah, that's the problem. If we don't know for sure that we're going to try to buy this house, making that kind of an investment of money and time to like insulate the floors might not be worth it, you know? So, we don't know. We already did that in our last place, right? The house didn't have AC, and we spent a lot of money. Like, the owners and, like, we split it, but we spent a lot of money to put AC in that house, which was a huge improvement to the house that was not ours. So, right. So get like moving blankets. Yeah. Get like thick moving blankets, put them all over the floor, and then put rugs on top of the moving blankets. That would probably work for now. If we bought it, we would straight up just be like, soundproof the walls, soundproof the floor. Like, make it so that these are isolated rooms. Movie blankets? Moving blankets. We have a few of those that are wrapped around things that were on the ship, so we might actually have some of those to spare and see what happens. Can you also hear if someone is talking normally, or is it when someone is talking loud or yelling? When Sam is on stream, he's always kind of yelling. I don't know what it is. Like, there's something about when he's streaming, he like projects into the microphone. So so I can hear Sam. If I go to bed and Sam is streaming, I can hear Sam. I've gone into Clark's room while Sam's been streaming. Clark can hear literally everything that goes on in Sam's room. But again, she's so used to sleeping through it that she literally just sleeps through it. If I'm downstairs, if I'm in the living room, keep in mind, this is like a straight up and down house, right? So he's on technically like a third floor and I'm on the ground floor. And if he yells something, I can hear it from the bottom floor. He's a big lad with a big voice. It's true. look, he's got really good yelling muscles, and I was a trained actress who was taught to use my diaphragm. So we're both loud assholes. That's what I'm saying. This whole floor needs to be like shut down. Any plans for the background of this room? I don't know. So again, if we bought the house, we'd probably rip all this shit out. There's no reason to have it. But with it in here, part of me wants to just like take these doors off and use that for something. And then probably along here put like shelving on top and put like my graphic novels and my Bulmas and stuff like in shelf stuff on top if I can get that to look good. So that's kind of the plan currently, but I'm not sure yet. You need a living house and a working house. If again, we're like super lucky to have this kind of a setup where it's the bottom floor is literally living room, kitchen. The next floor is our bedroom, guest bedroom, Clarky bedroom. And then there's a floor that's literally just these mirror image rooms with a bathroom, right? Like this floor can literally just, if we can do it right, it can literally be just like the work floor. But it just spills through currently. So yeah, there's a bathroom right there. And it has my favorite shower in it. So I actually just shower up here. You can hide it using a green screen. I don't like the idea of using a green screen. I have nothing against green screens. I have something against green screens for myself. Does that make sense? Yeah, this is Saturday morning Dooger. Although, technically, it's afternoon where I am. That chair would make a green screen interesting. That's also true. I have a green chair, so it might not work out. It's a lie. Hi, Zavone. How are you? Cupboards and drawers look good and well positioned. Could use a few posters. They're just kind of awkward. They're just a little weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's just weird. That's why we put everything over here. But there's like a cute little cubby off to this side. And I really want to clean it out and do something with it. I don't know what though. Originally I was like, we could put the litter box in there. And then it's like its own little litter box room. But then the cats would need to be able to get in and out of here. So then it turned into, could be a litter box room. And then I can have one of those like fancy like cat flaps that's like a diagonal. That's just like a cutout part of my door. Right? And they could just like get in and out. I don't think that's going to happen. But part of me would love for the cats to be able to just get in and out whenever they want. Because everybody's always like, where are the cats? Living their life, man. Living their life. The door's shut. How do you like the beveled desk? This, I like it. Yeah, Sam bought these. And I honestly did not know what to expect. It was super easy to set up. And it's very deep. So it's not super wide. It literally is this. But it's deep, which is what we wanted. To be able to have like monitors, keyboard, and still plenty of room. So yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I think the cats would like it too. I wonder if they've... at the time, they were in development. I wonder if they've built them now. Cat door, flap, diagonal? I mean, I could just get a normal one, I guess. But again, probably wouldn't want to do that to a door in this house unless we owned it. Avi, thank you for gifting a sub to Soggy Money. Avi, you have gifted so many subs to this channel. It's fucking wild. Thank you. It's only for diagonal cats? Oh, geez. Well, the market's really small then, isn't it? Right? Isn't that crazy? Avi. Could buy a door and put that one in storage. That's what my mother-in-law said. She said that they did that when they used to have indoor-only cats. In like their first home together. They just like bought a different door and cut that one up so that the cats could get in and out of the garage because they had the garage because the litter box was in their garage at the time. Are you guys doing the poutine cooking stream you suggested? I don't know. Sam and I haven't talked about doing a cooking anything in a while. I want to do more stuff with Sam for sure, but it's just like timing it out, you know? Oh, thank you, Gerzog. A boop on the snoot. What the hell? What the hell? How do you keep your mic out of the way of the monitors when you play and stream things? The monitor now is far enough back, and I keep it like typically it's positioned so that if I slide it backwards, it goes under me. So it's not like directly in front of me. I don't know if that helps. Did Clark sleep well in her new big bed? She did. She slept so well. And then Sam says he doesn't remember this because he literally just passed out so hard. But so Clark, yesterday, we built her new big bed. So for the last 2 months, she has had a single size adult mattress in her room. So we've had the travel cot that she's been sleeping in, but the other mattress has been in the room. And we read our bedtime books on there, and she like pretends to go to bed there, so she'll like climb in and go night night, morning, right? And like plays that game forever. So we would play it going to bed in the mattress. And she's always been such a good sleeper that we were like, well, I mean, it's here. Let's just build it. We can try putting her to bed in it. If she doesn't sleep well in it, we'll put her back in the travel cot and we'll try to do a couple, nap times in this bed instead. So, yeah, because I had been looking at stuff where people either have their kids on like a floor, like a normal sized mattress on the floor from the get-go, or like literally from birth, or they transition them around 18 months. And so when Sam and I were moving, we were like, let's not bother buying a crib. If we can just get her like a little floor bed, that would be perfect, right? And then that's a mattress that she can just grow into for a really long time, and we can just change the frame once, she doesn't want to be on the floor anymore. Hold on. Let me see if I've got pictures. It's very cute. But, yeah, so we put her to bed last night, and you could tell she thought that it was a joke, right? Because we were, like, playing it going to bed, but we were really taking it seriously, right? We were reading our books, and we were singing our songs, and we were tucking her in and saying goodnight to all of her stuffed toys and stuff. And she was just laughing and rolling all over the place and having so much fun. Just like, oh my gosh, guys, this is so funny. We're like pretending I'm actually going to sleep here. And then we were like, okay, night night, and turned out the light. And it was like something in her brain clicked where she was like, right, she was instantly the second the light went out, she was silent. And so we were like, We'll see how this goes. Close the door, and she just passed out. She's absolutely passed out. And Sam was like, the comfort difference must be insane between a travel cot and like an actual mattress. She must have just been like, I don't have a picture of like the full bed, but it's what's called a house bed. So the frame like comes up into like a house. It's very cute, but there she is on her big bed. So cute. We did cover up the sockets, by the way, before somebody's like, we did cover that part up before she went to bed. She's so happy. She's so happy. She loves it. So, but long story short, this morning, she slept great all night, right? I think we went in to check on her twice. The first time it was me and she was dead asleep and I just put the blanket back on top of her. And then Sam went in there one time when she woke up. But this morning I woke up to her because we had to use the monitor again because we wanted to see whether or not she was going to be getting up. So we have the monitor again, which we haven't had in a long time. And I have the monitor right next to my bed and I'm sleeping. And I wake up at 7 o'clock. They're going, like screaming. And I was like, oh my God, right? Run out there, go to open the door, and she's literally like up against the door waiting for me. And the second the door opens, she goes, morning, and just leaves, just like walks past me. And I was like, what the fuck was that? I got baited, like big time, because we were like, oh, I wonder if she'll get up or if she'll wait for us to go in there. Nope. Second she woke up, she was like, well, this ain't a prison no more. I can leave whenever I want. Got up and was screaming at the door. So I took this picture of her and I was like, look at this fucking con artist. Look at this face. This kid like, that's right, I played you. That's right, bitch. What an asshole. So that's my kid. She's great. And she loves her new bed. There you go. Big story. Bamboozled. That would be a great Clark emote. Oh, fuck, it would. Normally when we have a really good Clark face in a picture, I just send it to Sam because he already has Clark emotes. So it just kind of like goes along with the ones he already has. But like, we don't have one. How long is that supposed to fit her? The bed? Well, I mean, the mattress is a normal adult size single bed. So if she winds up being my size, it will fit her for her entire life. I can literally sleep in her bed. If she's Sam's size, it'll hold her until, I don't know, high school. Oh yeah, secondary school. Yeah. Secondary school. She's gonna probably be taller than Sam. You just don't know, man. My niece, when she was like 6 or something, she went into the pediatrician and the pediatrician was like, yeah, she's definitely gonna be over 6 foot. And she's not. She's like barely taller than I am. We've talked about this before, but apparently like that's all just like speculative. We do have some secondary schools called high schools. Why? What? What's the difference? Are you hoping she turns out Sam size or you size? I've heard Sam's family is colossal. I love tall ladies. I think like really tall ladies are intimidating in like a really good way. So part of me is like, man, it would be awesome if there was just another super tall lady in this family. But my genetics are in there, so she might wind up my size. And she might just be like average. Who knows? My mom is your size, but I'm taller than my dad. Yeah, my brother is the tallest out of all of us. Um, and he's 5'11". I thought he was 6 foot, and the last time I talked to him about it, he was like, "No, I'm 5'11". I think I just called myself 6 foot because I wanted to be 6 foot, but I'm 5'11". So he's the tallest one out of anybody in my family. Is it socially cool to be a tall girl in the UK? It should be. It should be socially cool everywhere. Because tall girls are powerful. Tall girls are powerful. Short boys are powerful. Spread the word. My cousin, um, my cousin on my mom's side, Adam, when Sam met him, he was like, oh, because Adam is also a super shorty, like the rest of us. He's a super shorty. And he was like, well, I guess I'm just going to get stacked. So he's just fucking huge. Like, just, but he's like barely taller than I am. I'm 5'8". I'm the tallest in my immediate family. I love it. Yeah, my dad has a lot of back problems. We didn't realize the extent of it until he was older because it was just never diagnosed. But his back has basically been collapsing for years and is like super deformed. So he, when I was born, was like average height and now is barely taller than me, which I think is so cute. So as time has gone on, I'm like, oh, Daddy, we're the same size. You stole his height. Of any of us, I definitely didn't steal nobody's height, or my life would be different. Your dad's back dissolving is cute. No, that part is not cute. But him being my size, I do think is cute, yes. Do you have a step stool? I don't have a step stool in this house. I don't have a step stool in this house yet. In our old place, I had 3 in like different strategic places in the house. I don't have any right now, so I'm ruined. I had one next to um, the washing machine because I couldn't reach the bottom of the washing machine when I would wash clothes. It was top loading, so I needed one to be able to reach to the bottom. I had one in the kitchen and then one upstairs. Use Clark's. I would not fit in it. Are platform shoes back in style yet? They are actually, but I don't want to break my ankles, so I'm not gonna get them. I had them. I went through that stage already when they first were a thing. Well, not when they first were a thing. When they were popular in my younger years, they were already a resurgence. So, but yeah, this is what, third time through? Platform sneakers, third time through. No, thank you. Yeah, I know a lot of people that wear chokers currently. After having dogs for nearly 20 years, I recently got a cat. Guess what? They do not like it when you touch their toe beans. Sometimes when you raise a kitten from really young, you can get them really used to it. So like Watson, literally, you can do anything you want to Watson and she doesn't care because we found her when she was so little. And I tried to get her really used to having like her nails clipped and touching her paws and all of that. So she's totally fine with it. Sherlock was older when we adopted him. So he does not like it very much now. I'm the only one who can touch his feet and he's fine with it. But if anybody else in the house, if anybody else tries to touch his feet, he's like, no. No. Xerox, happy 2 years. Thank you very much for all the support. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? He was outstanding in his field. Very, very good goof. A very good goof. Oh, Celtic Barbarian, happy 4 months. Big news. I'm adopting a black cat from a local rescue. I'm super excited to pick up my boy. Thinking about naming him Feakin. The name is Irish and it means raven. Oh, very cute. I like it. Don't applaud, you'll only encourage them. It's like, I mean, if I get more goofs out of a little applause, I'm fine with that. Oh, my dog screams when I try to cut his nails. Oh, Sherlock hates it. So, I have to, either Sam and I have to do it together, or the only way I've been able to do it by myself is I can if I pick him up, he's fine with me picking him up if I don't have anything else going on in my arms. But if I pick him up, sit on the couch, and then like really carefully wrap like a blanket or a towel around him, then I can do it. So basically I like trap him like this, and then I pull one paw out at a time, and so he's just like he doesn't like meow or anything. He doesn't complain. He's just like, I don't like this. I don't want this. Why does Peter Pan always fly? Because he can never land. These are good. These are good. Oh, we cut our little mandrake's nails by getting him super tired with the toy, letting him sleep on the couch, and then very slowly cutting one nail at a time. That's the strat I try to use with my child. Clark was totally fine with getting her nails trimmed until she hit the age where she wanted to figure out how to cut them herself. Nightmare. So now I'll like go to clip a nail and she'll go, Clarky's turn, Clarky's turn, Clarky's turn, Clarky's turn, and she'll try to rip it from me so that she can try to do it. I hate it so much. So I try to like play with her a bunch and then turn the TV on and be like, let's just chill and watch some Dougie, right? Come sit on my lap. And she's like, okay. Sits on my lap. The second I'm like, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and clip a little. She's like, Clarky's turn, Clarky's turn, Clarky's turn, Clarky's turn. Fuck. Hey, Dougie is great. It's a great show. Very cute. I'm trying to encourage the independence right? She wants to do everything herself currently, which she obviously can't do everything herself. But anything that she can technically do and it's not dangerous, I let her try to do it. So I just got like a little shelf to put in her room and a small mirror because she wants to brush her hair in the morning and brush her teeth and all of that stuff. Great. Awesome. So got like a little mirror like this and a little shelf to put her hairbrush on. So that's going up in her room. She's like, she wants to put on all of her own clothes, but she doesn't know how to do it. So she'll sit there for like 10 minutes trying to put socks on and eventually get so mad. So I try to just be really encouraging, like, you're getting it, you're figuring it out. Just let me know if you want help. It's very cute. But yeah, she wants to do everything. She wants to cook. She wants to clean. She wants to put on her own clothes. She wants to cut her own nails. Everything. Which is great. Yo, excellent. The more things that she knows how to do, the less frustration there will be because she won't have to ask us to do everything. She can just do things for herself, right? And obviously we're available to do whatever she needs. But she obviously like really wants to learn how to do it for herself. So if I can help her learn it, great. But there are definitely some things where she's like, I want to do that. I want to clip my own nails. I want to cook my own food. And I'm like, no, not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, she learned the word help was one of the first words that she learned. We taught her gentle and help really early on. I highly recommend teaching your kids help and gentle as soon as possible. If they know that they can say help or sign help and you will assist them with what they're obviously trying to do, oh my God, life-changing. And if you have animals in the house or something and you can establish the word gentle, like with the cats, I don't do this as much anymore because she gets it now. But when I would pet the cats in front of her, I would do it like this. So I would pet them like this. Like, this is how we pet them. We don't grab, right? We flat hand and we pet like this. And we gentle, very gentle. And it wound up assisting with when she got to the age where she wanted to pull on our hair. And we'd go, no, 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 gentle, gentle, gentle. And so gentle and help, amazing. So she's really good at asking for help when she wants help. It's just that normally she won't ask help until she's frustrated out of her mind, right? I'm going to figure out how to put my own wellies on, and I'm going to sit here for 20 minutes and try to put my own wellies on, and eventually just chuck it across the room and then go, Mommy, help. That's my child. Gamer spirit. Yeah. I don't know where she gets that determination from. Definitely not from her parents. I was on the phone with my mom last night and like doing a video call, and my mom was trying to tell me something, and the entire time that my mom was talking, Clark was also talking, and my mom was like, it's just like having baby you and baby Chrissy. Chrissy's my sister. It's like, it's just like baby you and baby Chrissy. You guys literally never shut up. It's like, I'm shocked. Mm-hmm. Big time. Big time. Very cute. Oh, wellies are like rain boots. Wellingtons. So she has like classic little yellow wellies that Clark's auntie got for her. And then when we were still in Los Angeles, Clark and I were at Target, and we were walking by the shoes, and they had rain boots for kids at the Target in Los Angeles. I don't know why, because it doesn't ever rain there. But they had little pink wellies with dinosaurs all over them. It was game over. So Clark loves those. And it's nice. Wellies are really nice because they normally have little handles on either side of each boot. So you can teach them, like, okay, put your foot in and then pull, right? Like, grab it and pull it on. So the first time that Clark successfully pulled one of her boots on, she was like, I did it! Like, hell yeah! She does not have a yellow raincoat. She has 2 raincoats. One of them has white and black cats all over it, so she will point at it and go, sure, Shocky is what she calls Sherlock. Shocky, Watson, Shocky, Watson. And then the other one has planets and stars and astronauts all over it. So depending on what she's wearing, we swap between those 2. It's very cute. I know, Shocky. Isn't that cute? And then her cousin's name is River, and she calls her Woof Woof. So today, she's really into pictures currently. Sorry, I've been tangenting about my child for a while now, but we're in it now, so I guess we're just going to keep going. She's really into pictures. So she'll ask to look at pictures a lot, and sometimes she'll ask to look at pictures of like specific people in the family. So sometimes she wants to see pictures of Nana. Sometimes she wants to see pictures of Auntie Nancy. Yesterday it was Uncle Matt, who she calls Auntie Matt. So it was pictures of Auntie Matt, and so I was showing her like every picture I had of Matt on our phone. And then today she came over and she goes, woof woof, phone, mommy phone, woof woof. And I was so out of it. I was like, woof woof. And then remembered, oh right, that's River. Got it. So then I had to find every video I could of her cousin River so that she could just sit on my lap and watch them. Adorable. It's really nice for the family that isn't here, so she can constantly like remember what everybody looks like. So I've been asking people to send me like little videos of themselves and call whenever they can and things like that. We love hearing about Clark. We get all the funny bits about having a child without all the icky bits. That's fair. I'm new here. What do you usually stream about? What's up, Ray Guy? I'm a variety streamer, so typically throughout the week we play games. On Saturdays, we normally just chit-chat for a couple of hours, and that's the end of the stream, but I'm going to be going out of town tomorrow, so we're chit-chatting for a couple of hours and then taking a break, and then we're going to play something. I haven't decided what yet, but yeah, that's the plan. We play a lot of roguelites and point and clicks, and we haven't done like a really boss rush focused thing in a while, so, but I do love those. Just haven't had one that's been interesting. We did a Rune Factory, like a sponsored Rune Factory stream the other day, and people want to see more of that, so yeah. Magical Diary. That's right, Magical Diary came out. Frick, I keep forgetting about that. Yes, we also need to do Magical Diary. We've done the demo for World of Horror. We did the demo for World of Horror on stream. We need to, I know I say this all the time, but we need to do another demo day. We need to do another collection of like demos for cool games that are coming out. Yeah, we did the demo for World of Horror and I loved it. Junji Ito is like my favorite horror mangaka. Yeah, it's has 100% has that sort of strange body horror vibe to it. But it's interesting. The demo is really interesting and people are saying it's good, just that it's buggy. So I was going to wait to play it until it's been patched a little bit. So we'll see. Dreamscaper. It has a demo on Steam called Dreamscaper Prologue. Hold on. Sticky notes. Boop. Yeah, sure. Okay, great. Bye. Cool. Dreamscaper Prologue. Any other demos that you guys have known about? Have thought about? Have dreamed about? I never finished Ori 1. I will admit that. I watched other people play it. Jesse's game, the Gentleman one. I don't know if I want to stream that game. I helped play test it a little bit. I don't know if I want to stream it. I haven't decided yet. Will you and Sam do another horror game? I don't know. I think that we're a good team for a horror game. The last one we tried to play wasn't as successful. It was that like Cthulhu one. I think like it would be hard to capture the same vibe as us playing Until Dawn. That was just so good. Man of Medan, we do need to do that. Hold on. I talked about doing that during October and we didn't wind up doing it, so. Magical Diary, World of Horror. I'm trying to think what else. This is demos up here. Shovel Knight was fun. Shovel Knight was fun. That was really fun. I like playing things with Sam. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that, so we have, when we first moved, our brother-in-law, my brother-in-law gave us, like a really old set of sofas. Sam hates them, like really hates them. They're just really, really old and dingy. I don't mind them so much. I kind of like that vibe. So I was thinking about putting one of them in here. It would help with noise, but it would also be there if like, you know, when people visited, if they wanted to stream with me, or if Sam and I wanted to do a couch co-op thing. So I might see if I can convince them to bring one of them up here. It would be a nightmare though, trying to carry that thing up the stairs. Are you using a mechanical keyboard? I am. Sam, my husband, Sam was like, there's a video that came out. I already said this on stream once before, but I think it was offhandedly on like a random stream. It wasn't on a Saturday morning Dooger, but Sam was looking at a video on Twitter that was of a guy with a keyboard, and he's like acting as though he's playing the guitar, but he's just smashing on a mechanical keyboard. And he was watching it, and then he goes, "That's you." I was like, "What do you mean that's me?" He goes, "This is you. Everybody's just too nice to say anything, but this is you. Every time we're in a Discord call, it's you type so fast that it's over really quick, so nobody bothers to talk about it, but it's the most obnoxious shit in the world." I was like, "What the fuck?" So, yeah. But then he tried to turn it into, I've been trying to subtly encourage you to get quieter keyboards for so long. Keep in mind, the last 2 keyboards I've used, he gave me. Not my fault. Not my fault that it's fucking loud, is it? I didn't get this keyboard. You did. You goofball. We're cockless. I don't see the appeal of a mechanical keyboard. It's the spring back on it. For me, the feeling of it is really nice. Like the like pushback on the keys feels really nice. I don't need the sound. I don't. But I like the feel of it. So if I could get, look, if I could pop, maybe I can. I haven't looked into this. If I could pop all these keys off and put like silent versions of the underneath down there somehow, that would be great. But I don't know. Hello, I'm new. Hello, Mellow Kitten. Welcome. Oh, we've had lots of new people come in today. Welcome, welcome. We're just chatting, just hanging. They have rubber rings you can put under it. O-rings? Rubber O-rings. O-rings. How do they... O-ring dampeners. Do they work? What do O-rings do to your mechanical keyboard? Keyboard O-rings. Should you use them? Oh, Jesus. I'll just leave this tab open and look at this later. There might be quieter key sets you can buy. It's a Razer keyboard. I don't know. I'm not sure. O-rings feel weird. Yeah, people were just saying that it definitely feels different. So I don't know. Your kid sounds like my niece. Oh. Just big personality. I've been rewatching your playthrough of The Letter with Jesse. I forgot how bad the accents and pronunciations are. Thank you. How do you avoid carpal tunnel? Have some kind of a pad that lifts up your wrists is the general thing that a lot of people do. Get something like this, or like some kind of a pad that you rest your wrists on while you're typing. Get a titty pad. Sure, yeah. Get a titty pad. I can only type with my 2 index fingers, but I type really fast that way. I remember when we were in... I was just talking about this with Thierry when we were doing Super Cousin Time a couple weeks ago, I think. We went to school in like a really like backwoods, really tiny school in the middle of nowhere up until high school. And then the both of us went to normal public high school. But... we were in like a typing class essentially, and Thierry typed so fast that they were like, don't need you in this class. Thierry typed so fast that they were like, we're gonna pull you out and you're gonna do like data entry for the principal instead, and that'll be fine. So then I was top of the class after she left. I was fastest. But then there was a girl named Rachel S, because we had multiple Rachels. So there was Rachel G and Rachel S. And Rachel S was 100% that. She was like, I'm ready to type. And the teacher was like, you're supposed to be learning how to type properly. And she's like, I'm ready. Just fucking typing so fast with just 2 fingers. The teacher was like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. It's so good. I feel so attacked. No, it's good. I loved it. It was great. Yeah, for me, it's I still struggle with this. The numbers I never got consistently. So, thank God for the mouse that I have. Because it's an MMO mouse, so it's got like all the numbers on the side. Because if I had to hit the numbers while I was like healing in a raid or something, if I had to actually like reach up and hit the right number, I'd be so hosed. But yeah, I didn't realize how iffy my muscle memory is on where things are until I tried to do one of those VR typing games. I think I talked about this before. I did a VR typing game at like a PAX or something with Pluto, Brad, and he absolutely annihilated it. Like, did so well. And I was like, holy shit. And he was like, yeah, you type fast, you'll be fine. It's super fun. Go into it. The second that I like typed something wrong, I was like, are my fingers in the right place? My fingers aren't in the right place. Where are my fingers supposed to be? How am I supposed to be holding my fingers? And Brad was like, remember, there are little marks on the keyboard to tell you where your index fingers are supposed to go. I was like, where are my hands supposed to be? What do I do with my hands? Like, just fucking panicked the second that something went wrong. Oh, God. Yeah, it was bad. Should I have 2 cups? 2 mugs? Yeah. If I'm playing a typing game, there's a part of my brain that's panicking. And I don't type as well as I do if I'm not really thinking about it. But I also think that when I'm not, again, because I'm not thinking about it and I'm not paying attention, I think I do, while typing, occasionally look down. I think that there are some keys that I'm iffy on and I just automatically look down to double check where it is, even if I don't necessarily need to, you know? For John. Thanks, bud. For Nordernier. For Whimsical Klutz. 3 dabs. 3 dabs. Enter. 1 dab leaves. I thought you were dabbing about how good you can type. No. Those were channel point redemptions. I don't do anything well under pressure. Yeah. That's like in Suits. Sam and I have been watching Suits. And a big part, not part of the show really, but a topic that gets brought up a lot in Suits. Suits is essentially about a guy who never went to law school who gets hired at a law firm. And the guy who hires him is like, you just fucking can't tell anybody. Can't tell anybody, right? But he, the like con artist kid, he made his money by going and taking the bar exam or taking like the LSATs for people. So if somebody was like, I don't know what it is, every time I go in to try and take this test, I panic. So here's like $1,000. Will you take the test for me? And so that's like how he would make his money, is the idea. And so that topic gets brought up a lot, like this idea of, I know that I would be an incredible lawyer or paralegal or whatever, but I can't. Oh, paralegals don't have to take those tests. But I can't pass the test. For some reason, I shut down in the test, but I know I would be a good lawyer. And like, does that mean that I should be, withheld from being a lawyer, right? If I can't handle the anxiety of taking the test, could I handle the anxiety of being a lawyer, right? Like, that gets brought up so often. Ross could have taken an accelerated law degree. Sam was going to go to like the #1 law school in England and then pulled out at the last minute. He was accepted into it and everything, and then he was like, this sounds like a nightmare, and just pulled out. Sam's lived a full life. He said that they were doing a tour, and they went into the library. If I remember this right, they went into the library for this tour, and the tour guide lady was like, yeah, you know, this is where a lot of students spend their time, and for those of you who are getting the law degree, this is where you literally will never leave, and took them to another part of the library and was like, all the law students basically live here. You never ever leave. And Sam was like, no. I'm out. That sounds awful. I don't want to do that. I feel like I learned so much about him from you. Sometimes I tell stories and I think to myself, is that a story that he has not told for a reason? Or has he told that story before? I'll never know. There might be some things I say. And he's like, honey. I mean, it's like, I kind of get it, because I was looking into... Obviously, I didn't get to the same point that he did, but I was looking into, what the track would be for me to be a coroner, and hit a point where it was like, oh, I'm going to be a professional student for a really long time, and I'm not a good student. Like, I find anatomy fascinating, and I'm really good at the hands-on stuff, and I have a good memory for that stuff, but being in lectures for years to be able to do this job, I don't think I can do it. The amount of stories you have about Sam, you would think he's an old man. He's just done so much. It's wild to me. What? You can be a coroner in Louisiana. It's an elected position, no medical background needed. What? Yeah, well, he's dead, and from what I can tell, the heart isn't beating anymore, so I'm gonna assume the heart stopped working. Caused death, heart stopped. Like, what the fuck? John Oliver did a segment about it. I'll have to watch that. That's crazy to me. Do you have any stories from when he was a baby? The thing that I've been thinking about recently is, so he started talking super early, like Clark has, and was just like a gabber. And then Ollie, his brother, didn't start really trying to talk to anybody until he was about 3. Which I just find interesting, because people will message Sam and I, or talk about it in chat, or like on Twitter or whatever, like, I don't know why your kid is talking so much when mine isn't, right? And I don't always respond, but when I do, I try to just like impress upon them, like, kids are just different, man. Like, some kids are gonna try to talk more, some kids aren't. Sometimes it's, some kids have like a ear fluid problem and they can't hear very well, and so they have trouble with it. Like, it's just, you just never know. But I think it's really cute. He and his brother were really, really close, because his brother at first would only talk to Sam. And so he would like say things to Sam, and the family would be like, what does Ollie want? It's very cute. What is a per buck? I have some. I don't know what they're for. They're channel points. They're based on when It was our first like channel point system from a long time ago with another website called Revlo. That was what we called our channel points. I don't know if I would call them that anymore, but that's what we called them initially. So you know what? Heck it. That's what channel points are called now as well. So yeah, the per bucks, if you go to the bottom left, there's like a little bubble, like a purple bubble looking thing. And if you click on that, you can unlock a sub emote to use. If we're in sub only, you can send a message in chat, even if you're not a sub. You can highlight your message. We have a couple that are specific to our stream, so doing a cheers and doing a dab and all that kind of stuff. I'd love to add to it. I just haven't thought of things yet, but yeah. That was me and my sister, but I didn't tell her what I wanted. She just knew. Yeah, I mean, like, here's another example, right? Clark can count to 20, which is awesome, but she still cannot really figure out shapes. She knows the name of them. If I show her a triangle, she'll go, triangle, right? Like, she knows what they are, but if you do the thing where it's like, here are the blocks in the different shapes, and here's the shape holes, where do they go? She has no idea. No clue. She'll take the square and she'll try it in every single spot except the square. Right? Like, it's just like, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't understand what this is. But then her cousin Tommy, before he was even a year old, could do shapes perfectly. Right? Like, kids are just like, they're going to learn things at different rates. They're going to learn things at different times. And they're, depending on their personality and their family and everything, they're going to focus on different things, right? Obviously, talking is really important to Clark. She just wanted to figure out how to talk. So she just started trying really, really early. It doesn't mean she's going to talk better or worse than any other person as they grow up. It just means that that was her initial focus, right? And she loves numbers. She counts all the time. She counts everything. We slide down the stairs. She counts the stairs. We, have Cheerios as a snack. She counts the Cheerios. Like, it's just, she just loves counting stuff. I don't know why. But it means that she knows how to count really well, but can't figure out where a circle goes to save her life. It doesn't mean that I'm concerned that she's never going to figure out where circles go, right? It just means that she just doesn't know right now, and that's fine. Programmer, not engineer. Yeah, like, stacking things is still one of her absolute favorite things to do, which I think is so funny. So if she goes to Nanny's, Nanny sets up, like, here's where all the cooking things are, here's, where the dollies are, here's where the blocks are, and Clark will just sit where the blocks are and not leave. She just sits there and stacks blocks forever. It's all she wants to do most of the time. So Sam and I think our next like learning gift for Clark is probably going to be lots of different shaped blocks, like get some wood blocks and lots of interesting shapes and let her just go to town. Because currently we don't have like a variety. It's just blocks, which is fine and super fun. But I think that she would love to have, different shapes to work with. We have Duplo. We have some Duplo. She has trouble figuring out how to click them together. She likes playing with them, but if she like takes them and they're just slightly off and she's like really trying to shove them together and it doesn't work, she's like, well, fuck this. I started talking really late. According to my parents, my first word was telefonkatalog, which is telephone book in Swedish. Amazing. Has she said swear words? She pushed really hard on my boob one time, and I was like, ah, my titty. And then she ran around saying titty for the rest of the day. I don't know if that's a good example. Sam was like, what have you done? That's an excellent example. Great. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, yeah, she's figured out. I know that this isn't what you meant by saying that, Dr. John, but she's figured out what shadows are. She knows the name of them. And so when the sun is really bright coming into our living room, she'll go, Mummy, stand up. Shadow. Mummy, shadow. And she wants me to make my shadow hands, like, grab her feet. It's really cute. So she'll, like, dance in front of it and be like, clicky shadow. But then eventually she's like, Mummy, shadow. And in, like, my shadow hands will do this at her, and she'll be like, ah, and run away. It's very cute. What? My stepdaughter had a phase of trying to pull my boob out in public and then saying she's not my mummy. What the fuck? No. Whenever my, like, people that I know who breastfed for a lot longer than I did, whenever they're like, yeah, the really fun stage is when they just try to take your shirt off in public. I was like, I'm really glad that we had no interest in continuing after 6 months. She was 2.5. I was like, this isn't weird. I'm her stepmom. You poor thing. That must have been so... Oh my god. I can't even imagine. Kids, man. Do the weirdest shit. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark, which is when I wanted to take a break and then go play something. So what are we wanting to do today? We have Rune Factory. That's all still set up, so we could do more of that. We have Hades, of course. We have Stone Shard, which we haven't played again in a while. Here, we'll do a poll. Last night we played some Hades last night, and Thanatos and I had a conversation. Look, I'm just saying, Thanatos and I had a conversation where I was like, "Hey, I really like you," and Thanatos was like, "Cool, I have to leave." So that's as far as we've gotten in our quest to touch Thanatos' butt. Just FYI, in case anybody was curious. Game. Stone Shard. And, okay. Create poll. What about Meg? Meg has made it pretty clear that she wants nothing to do with me. I keep giving her stuff. I keep giving her nectar, and she's like, I hope you don't think that this means I won't try to kill you later. And I hope that you don't think that this means that things will ever be the same between us, because it won't, because I hate you. And I'm like, okay. Several people sent me the clip. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, when we did it, we were like, oh my god. Oh, Marianne, I wish you were here. So I'm glad somebody clipped it. Pet Flaps. I forgot that I brought up a tab. It just says Pet Flaps on it. All right, Rune Factory is winning. I totally forgot you did a night stream yesterday. Yes, we did do a night stream. It was just Hades, though. Okay, well, let's take a break. We'll see how the poll is doing when we get back. We'll take a break, and if you need to pee or grab a drink or take a pill or stretch, feel free to do that. And then we'll come back and we'll play something. Okay? Sick. Ow. I got a snack. Well, all of the stuff that was left over from lunch, I just put in a bowl. And that's my snack. So we got cucumber, and we got cauliflower, and we got red onion, and I threw some tzatziki sauce on there. So that's where we're at. That's my snack. What's the thing on the floor? Soundproofing. Okay. So, Rune Factory 1. So let's get that going. Y'all ready? Oops. Rune Factory 4. Take 2. Sick. So, Tina Gmo, what's up? Thank you for the 66 months. Oh my goodness.